Love the Trucks Party, everybody. Brandon Wright, Houston, how you doing?
I'm doing okay, but I just had to meet you and cuss you out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you used to do me back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. You told me to shut the hell up.
Yeah, I gotta teach you podcast etiquette, man. I pressed the
Man,
starter
you've been
button and
teaching me for
everything.
years, God dog. You've been teaching me for years. How many seasons we had now? Well, how long we been having this podcast?
This is our what, fourth season?
4 years?
No, fourth season.
I'm sorry. How many years, brother? Let me correct my question.
Second. Yeah, second.
That shouldn't take that long to figure out, brother. We've been doing it for about, if I'm not mistaken, like 3 to 4 years now.
No, we're in our second year because we started last year. In our second year now, I gotta look it up. Yeah.
Okay, brother. Well, I'm gonna give you that until I look it up.
Yeah.
But before we started this show, the subject of the show on my end is gonna be unity within our community, and by our community I mean the black community. I had a friend. Well, yeah, everybody knows him, Jay Black, Jamar. He had put a little controversial post on Instagram talking about how in business, he don't really trust our own kind. I trust our own family. I'm gonna put it like that. And Mr. Lee completely agreed. He was like, I can see that, but I was stating that, hey man, like if this is your community, you love them, hey man, support your friends, support your brethren. If the shirt 30, if they got a clothing company, the shirt $30, go ahead on it. Pay that little $30. We ain't saying spend your last. We ain't saying buy a shirt from them every week or every day. Just that one sale might get them going. You might be their first sale, and you'll never forget your first sale.
Mm-hmm.
And brother, what you think, man? Have you ever had any like bad experiences as far as racially in Louisiana, or seen somebody that had to deal with racial equality?
I'm blessed to say I haven't, but I've heard of it.
Okay. What you heard?
I've had there's one occasion back in childhood, like a dude's mama didn't want to play one of my friends or something like that, and he got mad about it, something like that. Of course, I wasn't around then, but that's what I heard on the playground the next day. Come to find out, is that classic, because he a nigga thing. She say he used the word nigga, but you need to, On the playground, I'm hearing like the dude, mom didn't want he would let me in the house. He won't play with me. He can come out to play. I ain't gonna say the guy's name, but she would let him out to play. I was like, oh, okay. Now, of course, we don't we kids. We don't know what's going on, but we know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on, but we don't know enough. Or we know somewhat. Put it like that.
Yeah, and if I take it back to what it was 20. I say 2008, 2007. I used to have a white friend named Derek, man, and I remember this distinctly, bro, because I was so mad. Like I'm sorry, because I've been believing equality for all for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Females, males, whatever. Don't care what she is. I try to treat everybody this. I try to treat everybody the same. I'm gonna correct that. Like he was white, man, and the black girl slapped the piss about. Like I know people always that's an expression, slapping the piss out of somebody, but literally she slapped that boy so hard I felt it. And him being my friend, she was like, this crackhead hit me back. I said, he don't have to hit you back. I'm about to hit you. What you mean? Like you hit that boy like you a grown man since you putting yourself in these shoes. Let me show you what this black Air Force energy can do. Brother, I was so upset and so appalled, by that. And the only reason that she did smack him at the time, I believe, is because he was white. Now that's my earliest days with it. you move forward with us with me going into corrections because that was kind of like my first job before getting the cleaning service and stuff in 2010. Man, it was so many times I got called a nigga by white officers up there and stuff like that. And yes, I'm sorry. At Angola and at Hunts, I'm putting both of them on blast. It's not a bad job. You know what I'm saying? The job is easy, but in corrections, man, it's racially inspired, man, because it's basically modern day slavery in a prison. So being treated like that, it made me numb to certain racial things. Like I don't care if a white person calls me a nigger or something like that. As long as you, like my mom would say, you're gonna test the nigga waters, because if you come over here and test the nigga's waters, you're gonna find out that you can't swim very quickly.
You know, like I was about to say something. Said what I was gonna say. Like yeah, it's one thing. Like nah, my whole life, it's like outside the N word. There's three things you'll call a black man: nigga, boy, and I got the other one, but nigga and boy. So you don't call a black man.
It's a couple of them in my book you don't call them.
Especially boy.
You a history buff.
Yeah.
You a history buff, so I'm surprised you don't know it.
Yeah.
To me, nigga, boy, monkey,
Monkey. Coon, rather.
What it is?
Coon.
Coon. You got the nigga empress and shit like that. They used to call the females that back in the guy. Like, as a white person, matter of fact, I ain't just white people.
All right. First of all, before I go further,
some type of black in you, don't say those words to us.
Yeah.
I swear to God, don't matter how cool you is, I'm probably gonna look at you kind of cross-eyed.
I like to put a warning out there. We like on Apple. We're being our transcriptions are this being transcribed on Apple. So let's be careful of this being leaked out on Apple. So let's be careful on that. But
yeah, we just again, we just being open. Like our podcast is very open.
Oh yeah.
And from what you had told me, before we change, we can say almost anything. I'm not saying that that's going to get us banned. I'm just saying that as a race, these are some things that shouldn't be said by anyone.
Oh yeah.
To me, that ain't of our race of been through what we've been through. Now, don't get me wrong. As a black community now in the 2000s, we ain't been through shit. Everything is really open to us. We can go do whatever we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But for people like you, like me, you and me, who kind of like know some of the history behind it, we 90s babies, man. Realize that what it was, but the slavery and stuff was maybe 10, 15 years. Wow. But while we won, like it was just being abolished and stuff like that, we just was fighting equality back then. And not the new day racism. Like I was telling my friends and stuff, I'm like, oh, they just say you're not hired now. They tell you that you ain't qualified for this job, or if you are qualified for the job, they make you prove every certification that you qualify to qualify you for stuff. I don't know if you know about the H-1B visas that they're doing with the foreigners. Mm-hmm. So now it's like kind of like Americans, black, white, everybody's in together. Americans versus foreigners and immigrants. The thing about that is, I was like, dang, it's crazy that they say Americans are lazy. We supposedly so lazy that we won't get out there and go get the qualifications to get us a tech job. So I'm gonna use that as an example. It's not that we're lazy. I don't think people understand how high education is now. Like, brother, I know you would never do this, but let's just say you wanted to go to college, right?
Well, I do have one. I do have a bachelor's degree of theology, but that's it.
Yeah, and brother, ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying if you want to go back to college to get like a job, that theology degree right there, it'll get you in some doors too. But let's just say you just got tired of sitting at your house and you like, okay, I need some money. I don't want to go get me a degree to go get me some good money. I ain't talking about $400 or $500 every 2 weeks, or even $700 or $800 every 2 weeks. We're talking about maxing it out, man. You want to make about $3,000 every 2 weeks. You know you got to go get a degree for that. Do you know how much it is to go to school in the United States of America?
A whole lot of money.
I'm gonna just put it like this, brother. I'm give it your best guess. Well, let's just say for a IT degree, just simple, knowing computers, just to sit at a desk and just troubleshoot some stuff. How much you think it costs to go to college for that? Just give me a number, and that's in your head.
I say 40 to gosh. God.
You just want to say 40,000?
40,000 and up. Whatever the up is.
Yeah, up is anything past 40,000. So 40,001. Brother, what's crazy is you guessed it. It's literally 30,000 and up.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what school you want to go to. So when you say Americans are lazy, don't think of it as we lazy. Brother, who got $30,000 just sitting in their bank account? Besides somebody like me or, somebody with a good job right now. No, probably no one. Well, no, brother, you got $30,000 sitting in your bank account right now?
Hell no.
Okay, exactly.
So, I barely got hundreds.
You didn't have to put that out there, brother. You exposed yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying that to say this, man. It's not that we're lazy, man. It takes money to go to these colleges, and half the time they won't even look at you unless you go into like a Harvard or something like that. Which, because Harvard is such the biggest name school, that's where your $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 come in and play a course at places where you're going to school at, man. And as Americans staying in this country, this expensive country, we just don't have that. Mm-hmm. But you will hire somebody that's not American to do those type of jobs over the Americans here. It's kind of messed up. Like, at least when the Mexicans came in and took the construction jobs, they was actually doing something. Like I've never. It's two types of Mexicans that I found out. By being in Arizona and in Louisiana, because there's a lot of them out there too. But either you got a lazy Mexican or a hard-working Mexican. There's only two types. That's it. Them hard-working motherfucking Mexicans, boy, they be on that roof nailing down them shingles in the weekend, rain, sleet, or snow. They there working their tail off. I can't get mad if you take the jobs that the black people didn't want. Because, I don't know, brother, I don't know if you had this experience, because your mom's got a house remodel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to ask you this, and if it's too personal, let me know. But was it a black person that was doing y'all remodel, or was it a Mexican?
Hispanic brother, yeah.
Hispanic brother, what? See? So I know I ain't tripping. When I say this. I guarantee you he finished that stuff in a timely manner.
Man, they got, like, when they were doing the project, they came over here, went straight to work, bruh.
Went straight to work.
They weren't like key kaka and all that stuff. They weren't fooling around. They got these tools out, went straight to it. They barely, if ever, took a break.
Exactly.
They got their tools out, went straight to work.
Now this ain't to talk about every black contracting company, so don't kill me, my people. But when we was in construction, again, I remember this back in like 2011, 2012. Oh, we do it on our time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got people complaining and stuff. They be like, but at least the work getting done. But then, like I say, when Mexicans come over here, the Hispanic folk come over here, and they just doing it half the time, because they still getting paid the same money. Because I don't want people to misconstrue. They say, oh, Mexicans do the work for a whole lot cheaper. Man, that's a fucking lie. I'm going to let you know that already. Facts is that they getting paid the same amount of money that any contractor would do it, but they just doing it in such a timely fashion that literally word of mouth is a motherfucker. And also, they getting it done so fast that they recommend it to other people. Man, it was fast, man. It looks good. And so they starting to make the money in construction now, us rather than the black people.
And they professional too, bro.
Huh?
They professional.
Yeah.
All business.
Yeah.
Bruh, ain't no bullshit. It's all.
I ain't gonna lie, with all black people, it ain't bullshit. it's gonna be something. Put it
Yeah.
like that.
It was all business.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Because even with me and with my cleaning service, I set, you know what I'm saying? I set prices by the job and by what you want me to do.
My mom had
The
to.
only bullshit you're gonna deal with me is with pricing, because if you want me to come in and do some milk restoration while I'm cleaning, I'm gonna charge you for it.
Yeah.
That's my only bullcrap thing right there that I do. Like, if it's just general in and out, I'm gonna generally get in and out and give you a general in and out price.
Yeah.
But you want me to do some extra stuff, like get in the corners. You want me to get on the ground with a toothbrush and clean out your granite? I'm gonna charge you. That takes time.
Yeah. My mom had to make them take a break, lunch break. They barely took a break. Like
Yeah, no, I feel that.
they barely took a break. Like, bro, look, y'all come back, y'all stuff be when you get back. Take a break. Y'all deserved it. Take a break.
Y'all doing this, boy. Y'all is getting it.
She had to make them take a break.
But I will say this, get up for our people, man. All black businesses and black companies are not they're not the same. And some of our people do know how to be very, very, very professional and work in a very timely manner. You know, so if speaking to the brothers, man, if y'all got any friends out there that's trying to do something with their sales or with their life, just change their life around. Support them on, especially if it's something good. We ain't saying support a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
But you might don't get that joke. But if it's out there, they doing something good and constructive with their life, support them. Because you might not know, that might be all they need to move it up to the next level. Or when they do move it to the next level, now he remember you for the rest of his life. I'll never forget the first house I cleaned up taking over sweeping the Royal Cleaning Service, and then eventually turning it into 4K cleaning. Man, it was awesome. I remember that lady for the rest of my life. By the way, she was a white lady, but it is what it is. First customer. Never forget the first cleaning contract I had and all that. It was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
But brother, that was my little 30-minute segment, man. I'm trying to be pro-black, proactive, and just inspire all our people, man. Inspire everybody. If you don't matter what race you is, just inspire you. But what's going on in the world of wrestling, brother?
And we just finished Raw on Netflix tonight. Surprisingly, cut in half tonight. Last Monday was 3 hours. Tonight it did 2 hours. 7 o'clock to 9:39 it clocked out, I believe. It was shocking. But I'll take that,
Yeah, because we can't have a 3-hour show every time.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. That's the whole point of us doing that, I'll get the card up here. 13:25. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Raw on Netflix. 13:25. Let's go to old Wikipedia here.
And by the way, brother, you're right. We've been doing the show since January 18th, 2023.
Yeah.
So we're coming up on our 2-year anniversary in a couple days.
Yeah.
So I guess we're going to have a Getting to Know Us Part 2.
So, take this out. This is, I believe, no, that's not it. That's the premiere. Alright, so, I get a regular card then. That's the premiere card on Wikipedia. I'll use the regular one. That's alright. Alright. We had tonight on Raw from San Jose, California. By the way, our hearts go out to those in the Los Angeles area with the fires. My goodness, man.
Yeah, they had to move the LA Rams football game to the Cardinal Stadium over here in Arizona. So, yeah, shout out to all those people out there, man.
Yeah. And
this might sound like a joke, but I hope you had fire insurance.
Of course, you would come out with the dark humor there. CM Punk and Seth Rollins exchanged a nice promo. You check it out on YouTube. I'm not getting all that. We'll go into that Thursday. The rest of the tracks. And get to the action here. Let's see. We got Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser. Sheamus came out victorious there. Jey Uso versus Gunther, the World Heavyweight Champion, by the way. Jey Uso came out victorious. So it's a little... I might be a little... That's a big deal, man, to have a victory over the World Champion. Dakota Kai versus Lyra Valkyrie for the vacated and first ever Women's Intercontinental Championship. The finals in the Women's Intercontinental Championship tournament. Lyra Valkyrie is your new and your first Women's Intercontinental Champion. Now, I want to make this clear. The difference here. Chyna was the first woman to be Intercontinental Champion. Lyra is the first Women's Intercontinental Champion. That's the difference there. But congratulations to Lyra Valkyrie. For the Women's Royal Rumble, we got Rhea Ripley is the Women's World Champion. She's going to be waiting on the mountaintop for the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble match. Nia Jax throwing her name in the hat. Bayley's throwing her name in. And I'm looking forward to that right there. Damian Priest won a street fight. And so far, by the way, earlier, Chad Gable, last week, Chad Gable said, I want a match with any luchador in the world. You make the phone call, I want a match with any luchador worldwide. It don't matter who it is. And he's thinking he gonna have an easy picking with Rey Mysterio. Nah, son. You gonna earn your check next week. And so the powers that be made a phone call, and he got none other than the baddest luchador in all of wrestling, Pentagon Jr. If you haven't heard of Pentagon Jr., I advise you look him up. Pentagon Jr. Is now known as Penta, straight from AEW, Ring of Honor, Impact Wrestling, and from Lucha Libre AAA Worldwide. The brother Ray Phoenix, also known as the Lucha Bros.
Okay.
This dude a bad mother brother, man. Let me tell you something.
Oh man, that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting right now.
So far as the Royal Rumble goes, we have. I can look it up here. Royal Rumble 2025. We have here. So we got here. So far, this year's going to be February 1st. That's a Saturday at the Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. We have, so far, the men's Royal Rumble match. 30 men will compete for the Royal Rumble match for a shot at the World Championship at WrestleMania 41. The women's Royal Rumble match. We have Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens in a ladder match for the Undisputed Championship. Now check this out. For one night only, back at Saturday night's main event, Cody Rhodes was gifted the Winged Eagle Championship, and Kevin Owens at the package Powerbomb took the championship and put it in his possession. He still has to have it in his possession, by the way. the champion is still Cody Rhodes. We're gonna hang both titles at the Royal Rumble. We're gonna hang both titles up at the undisputed match. Of course, that Wing Eagle Championship is no longer functional. That was really just one night. But the championship they're battling for is the undisputed WWE Championship. For the men's Royal Rumble match, LA Knight, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, CM Punk, John Cena, Drew McIntyre. Women so far, Nia Jax. I'm putting you on the spot. Who are you picking for the men's Royal Rumble match?
I think somebody needs to win that to get their championship. Who was that person that you said he needed to win it to get it?
Well, all of them need to win. Only one's going to win.
Well, we know only one's going to win, but we was talking about a guy who said he wanted the championship. He needed the title belt. I forgot who it was, brother. I'm sorry.
I gotta excuse my brother. He's not really he's not really,
I'm not submerged in the wrestling world. I'm more football, basketball, that type of person. In the wrestling world, I gotta be careful what I say because he'll end the episode abruptly if I say the words that I want to say.
Yeah.
He knows where I'm going with this, by the way. Let's say Damian Priest.
Well, it's a little early right now, but he'll be there eventually. I'll say I'm going to pick here. Let's see. It's a tie between the unpredictable LA Knight and I'm going to pick Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns getting his ass eliminated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And by the way, like when your numbers, you got 30 minutes. Here's how this whole thing works. You got 30 men in the match. The first two start the match. The numbers are called at random. So the numbers are called from 1 to 30. So the first two start the match. Number 1, number 2, all the way to 30. So when your number is called, number 1, number 2, technically the rules don't say that you have to get in the ring right away. You can take your sweet God bless Texas time to get to the ring, which is smart because the match is not over till the last person standing. So you take your time going to the ring. And once you're there, the last person standing, after all that's over, gets the golden ticket to WrestleMania.
Oh, yes.
And from there, whoever wins that match will be the undisputed WWE champion. Yeah.
Well, we're going to get it now.
And once again, last week, we had a match, the tribal combat match, Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa. Roman Reigns is victorious. And I do recall Solo say he will fall in line and acknowledge Roman Reigns as the tribal chief. I'm looking forward to that. Coming, I believe, maybe Friday, coming soon. But we have not seen or heard from Solo since Monday. Since his match with Roman Monday. So it's gonna be interesting to hear from Solo. And ever since then, the the bloodline has been out of control. Especially Jacob Fatu has been out of control. And let me tell you something, man. Jacob Fatu is this dude right here is probably the only person on earth that makes Chuck Norris a little nervous.
Lord.
Yeah, that's how dangerous this dude is.
You said make Chuck Norris nervous. Not Mr. Roundhouse kick.
Yeah.
Oh, have mercy.
It's probably the only dude on earth that makes Chuck Norris a little nervous. If I'm send you this information right here, you can look it up for yourself about Jacob Fatu. Hang on a second here. All right. You look at that information up right there. I was back when he was with the picture back when he was with MLW at the time. Oh yes, Jacob Fatu, probably the only people that make Chuck Norris a little concerned right there. You know, you gotta be a bad son of a bitch to be that.
Hey, now this being transcribed on Apple. I need you to watch your language.
No.
Yeah, I love getting you back with your own words.
Yeah, son of a bitch. But before it's right down, maybe this Friday, hopefully. But we'll see. I have not heard from Jacob Fatu since. Not Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa since. But since then, the bloodline has been out of control. And a out of control Samoan is a dangerous Samoan. The last thing you want is dangerous Samoan. Just want to put it out there right there. That's going on in the wrestling world.
Hey, seems like you're gonna have a very interesting week. I can't wait till your little pay-per-view stuff. I can't wait till the Royal Rumble either because usually I get to watch that one. That's how they don't. I've been watching just the pay-per-views, but you know this.
You need to check out the weekly shows too, man. We're on Netflix every Monday.
Brother, you know, I don't really have Netflix.
And you get it.
I am, brother, but I can't say what I want to say.
I can't believe you of all people don't have Netflix.
Brother, you know, I'm gonna get Netflix, brother. You know, we you know what, brother? We gonna get Netflix.
I already got Netflix.
Okay, you ain't picking up what I'm putting down, but you know it's gonna come to you later.
And by the way, Backlash pay-per-view will be before we get to WrestleMania. We got a few. That's why we call it the road to WrestleMania. We have a few stops and turns to make. Fad put this up here. The road to WrestleMania 2025. I can pull it up here 1 second. 2025. Okay. Let me look this up here. This is what we call the road to WrestleMania 2025. Okay. We have here somehow, some way, we're going to be in San Diego, California, at the Pinna Change Arena. Unfortunately, I'll be right here, but they'll be in my backyard Monday, January 20th for Monday Night Raw. The SmackDown the next Friday in Austin, Texas. Then again, January 27th, Atlanta, Georgia. We're gonna skip a few weeks right here. Pay-per-view wise, I get the pay-per-view schedule up here. That's the weekly shows. Pay-per-view wise, I put pay-per-view. Okay. WrestleMania 25 pay-per-view. That's a weekly show. What about pay-per-view?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, while brother's speaking about that pay-per-view, I'm gonna speak about something that American love. And this is a little shot at your moms too. I know she was a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I know she was so happy that they made it to the playoffs, but then they got eliminated.
Ain't that about a bitch?
It is. I know she was real sad. You know what's crazy about that game? I know, but you don't watch football, but I'm just saying this. Pittsburgh was fucking them boys up in the first half. How did they drop the ball at the end of the game?
And I believe the Super Bowl gonna be at the Superdome. I believe.
Is it be in New Orleans?
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Okay.
I don't know who playing, but I can tell you they're gonna lose. Cause
Who gonna lose?
Cause I tell you right now, the Superdome is cursed for streaks, bro. I'm telling you now.
Well, I'm hoping there's gonna be the Ravens versus the Chiefs. Well, I think they gotta play. Because after they get past the Buffalo, I think they gotta play the Kansas City anyway. But hopefully they get past Kansas City, and then they just gotta go against the Lions or something like that.
All right, got it up here.
The Chiefs has been winning on some ref calls a lot. I ain't gonna even lie. I've been starting to notice that. Like I said, I'm a bandwagon right now because I'm starting to turn into a Baltimore fan. Lamar Jackson is just so interesting to watch.
Yeah. All right, we got.
I hate that young man gets. I call him a young man. He older than me. I hate that young man gets.
All right, we got Saturday night's main event will take place at Frostbank Center, San Antonio, Texas, on Peacock and on NBC. The Royal Rumble, February 1st. It's a Saturday. For the first time ever on the Saturday on February 1st in February. NXT Vengeance Day, February 15th. The Elimination Chamber, live from Toronto, Canada, on March 1st. NXT Roadblock, I haven't confirmed that yet. Orlando, Florida, that's Performance Center. NXT Spring Breaking, April 2025, around WrestleMania season. And of course, the Hall of Fame will take place. That's not a pay-per-view, but Hall of Fame ceremony will take place April 18th. WrestleMania 18th, 19th, and 20th with Alliance Stadium, Las Vegas, Nevada. The 2024 draft. Just trying to shake things up again. Night 1, not confirmed but assumed, will be April 25th. April 2025. We have no dates right now. Night 1 and night 2. I have no dates for that right now, but it should be interesting. Word on the street, the Backlash is going to be in France once again. No, Backlash is going to be in Mexico or France. They haven't confirmed that yet. So Backlash.
You know, it says it's going to be in Frankfurt, Germany?
Huh?
You said it's going to be in Frankfurt, Germany?
No, Backlash is going to be either in either France, the country France, or it's going to be in Mexico.
Okay.
One of the two. Triple H says it's going to be Mexico, but it might use France again.
Okay.
Word on the street. Word on the street is going to be in Mexico. the draft, when we do the draft, I hope to God we follow the rules this time. This time, let's keep everybody on their show. If you belong to Raw, you stay on Raw. If you belong to SmackDown, you stay on SmackDown. Only cross brand on pay-per-views. Old school draft rules.
Old school draft rules. I feel you. But you know they like the crossover. You know it don't even make no sense with that. They always cross over.
What you got, brother?
I don't got nothing else for you, brother. You know, I believe we had an awesome show today.
I'll do it for the day, my friends. See y'all next time. Have a great night, everybody.
All right now, brother.
All right, brother. See you.
See you.
Secondly, Jim, my closing song here. I put this together. I apologize for this. I don't have my closing song together. Thank y'all for joining me, everybody. I want to thank my brother Brandon Wright for joining me. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time, and we'll hope you have a great night. And we'll be safe, keep warm. We'll see you when we see everybody.